Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day, so I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I figured I would just do it outside. Um, I've had maybe a handful of people in the last few weeks ask me to do classes on like parasite cleanses, detox cleanses, liver cleanses, things like that. And so rather than doing that, I thought I would just try to, as quickly as possible without speed talking, do this in a video. So I don't really like those cleanses very much. I think they're really hard on the body, particularly if you have an autoimmune illness or adrenal issues, kidney issues, liver issues, you're tired a lot, thyroid issues. Those cleanses are tough on the body. We live in a time where most of us have a lot of cortisol running around in us, in adrenaline states. Everything is stressful. Even if everything doesn't feel stressful, everything is causing stressors in the body and registering in the body as danger, as something that we need to worry about and the body needs to be prepared for. So all of that whole scenario and all of those things make those detoxes very difficult and challenging for the body to deal with. So I'm talking about, like, you go to the health food store and you buy this box and it's got these pills, and you take these pills on these days and these pills on these days, and you're only allowed to drink water or juices. Or I know there's a lot of different kinds of cleanses out there, and so I don't want to just talk about that one kind. But you go online and there's different kinds of cleanses and fasts and things like that. So it's not for everybody. Those aren't for me, and I think that they aren't for most people. There are some people who do really, really well on those cleanses. Those are the people that say they're tired for the first few days and then they just start to feel super energized, and by the time they're done, they feel amazing. Those people's bodies and nervous systems are really well, they accept those kinds of cleanses really well. But I think that most of us don't. I think most of us need more gentle, more slow kinds of cleanses. So supporting the body with food, liquids, teas, herbs, things like that. So for example, a parasite cleanse. If you have parasites, and you do a cleanse and it works and it kills all the parasites, yay. If your colon isn't working quickly enough, if your digestive system isn't working quickly enough, efficiently enough, it's not supported enough, then what's happening with all those dead parasites? They're not all coming out. I would say the same for cleanses for yeast and candida, these kinds of cleanses. That's the same. These are entities that are in your body and they're living, and then you kill them all. And if they can't come out, you're going to end up a lot of mucus going to that area, a lot of bloating, a lot of digestive upset. It's happened to me a long time ago. It happened to me, which actually showed me that I had digestive issues that needed to be dealt with because I could not in any way handle the cleanse that was given to me. So taking out the sugar, taking out the refined flours, taking out, maybe gluten is an issue for you, taking alcohol out, sometimes even taking out all sugars for a bit, fruits, maybe just leaning on berries a little bit more than things like bananas, all kinds of sugars. So all kinds of sugars meaning potatoes and rice. And there is a period of time that maybe that's a good idea, is just relying on protein and vegetables and berries, things like that, getting it very simple and supporting the body with herbs and enough liquids throughout the day. And that's what I prefer. That's a much more sustainable way to detox the body for the long term. I'm not saying you never eat potatoes again or rice again or any of that. I would not call this an elimination diet, technically. I would just say you're taking the things out that feed maybe parasites, that are feeding detox, basically, or sorry, basically feeding toxins into the body. So you want to do a detox cleanse. You're talking about the liver. That's just herbal support is great for the liver, especially in a sustainable way. But think about a liver detox and the liver's just dumping toxins into the gut. Can your gut get rid of those toxins quickly enough? I think at this point, most of us are moving things through the digestive system about every 24 hours, and for some of us, it's longer. So, for anyone who does have a slower gut, you really need to think about that before you start doing these kind of, I would say, more hardcore cleanses. Um, and again, not everybody's in that situation. Some people would do great with what I call a more hardcore cleanse. If you have any questions about this, if you want to chat about it at all, I am here, available to do that. And I hope this made sense. I'm sure there's some of you who will be like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. This has happened to me before too, with the rougher cleanses. And if you are taking the things out of the body that are feeding the candida or the parasites, things like that, just throwing toxins into the body, if you take those things out, you're immediately beginning a cleanse. If you add in more of the things that help the body function better, like dark green leafy things and broccoli and lots of vegetables and clean protein, very clean protein, then you're helping the body again to naturally detox and do what it is meant to do. And it's really overloaded, of course, with whether it's environmental toxins or things in our food, but also the adrenaline. You know, we are not meant to deal with the stress that we deal with, and that is creating a lot of dis-ease also in us. So that's my suggestion. And again, if you want to talk about this more, you can give me a call. This is a way longer video than I wanted it to be. But also, if there's a group of you that want to put a class together or something like that, you want to talk about this more in depth, I can do that. I don't really think it's necessary. I think pretty much what I said is the deal. And then it's about figuring out how to make that work in your life for a period of time, whatever that looks like for you. If you do want to know about my classes, the best way to do that, because I'm not great at social media, I don't love it, I'm not super, super awesome at it. The best way to know about either plant classes or massage classes, belly massage classes, discounts, things like that, any events, is to just subscribe to my website. And then I send you emails every now and then that hopefully don't go to your spam. So thanks if you made it through all 8 minutes of this video, and have an awesome day. It's a beauty, beauty, beauty one. Thanks, everybody.